Start small, but start anyway. If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba. The myth of the big start. When people think about success, they often picture the end result. Thriving companies, global recognition, millions of users, wealth, impact. What they don't see is the messy, uncertain, often quiet beginning. They imagine success as a leap, but in reality, it's almost always a step. Jack Ma didn't start Alibaba with billions in funding or a team of world-class engineers. He started with an idea, 17 friends, and a room in Hangzhou. He wasn't a tech genius. In fact, he barely understood computers. What he did have, though, was vision, persistence, and a willingness to start small. And that made all the difference. 1. Start small. Every forest begins with a seed. One of Jack Ma's most famous teachings is that small is beautiful. Why? Because small means you are flexible. You can fail fast and learn. You don't have layers of bureaucracy or pressure to be perfect. You're not expected to have all the answers. You're free to explore. Jack Ma once said, "Big companies have resources, but small companies have dreams. And dreams are more powerful." When Alibaba started, China's internet infrastructure was poor. Very few people even believed in online shopping. Jack had to convince businesses to get online. He had no blueprint to follow. But he started anyway. He built one page at a time, one contact at a time, one conversation at a time. Your dream doesn't need to be huge from day one. It just needs to be alive. Why small beginnings are smart. Let's break this down. Myth, truth. I need a lot of money to start. Many startups begin with $0. What you need is resourcefulness. I need a perfect plan. Plans evolve. Action teaches more than planning ever will. I need to be an expert. Most great founders learn by doing, not by knowing first. I need support. No one supports what doesn't exist. Start, and people will follow. Starting small means you're building on reality, not fantasy. You test ideas, you adapt, you improve, you learn the game from the ground up, and that gives you real power. 2. But start anyway. Don't wait for perfect. Many people spend years waiting. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for savings. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for approval. Waiting for everything to make sense. But if Jack Ma had waited for the perfect time, Alibaba would have never existed. In fact, every major moment in his life came during uncertain times. He failed his college entrance exam twice. He was rejected by 30-plus jobs, including KFC. He had no coding skills. Every bank refused to invest in his business, yet he moved anyway. Because progress doesn't wait for permission. Jack once said, "Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. If you only ever prepare, you'll never be ready. If you only plan, you'll never move. The only way forward is through action, no matter how small." Momentum beats motivation. One truth that all successful people know. Motivation is unreliable. Action is everything. When you start, even with something tiny, a blog post, a prototype, a phone call, a rough sketch, you build momentum. Momentum creates progress, and progress creates energy. Even Jack Ma's first version of Alibaba was ugly, slow, and basic. But it was real. From that moment, momentum took over. One client led to two. Two led to a dozen. Dozens led to a marketplace. A marketplace led to a revolution. All from starting, even when it felt uncertain, scary, or small. 3. What starting small looks like in real life. Here are examples of what starting small might look like in various areas. Starting a business. Launch a free landing page for your product idea. Sell to your neighbors, friends, or local community. Build a no-code app version before hiring a developer. Becoming a writer. Write 1 page a day. Publish blog posts or LinkedIn articles. Join writing communities and exchange feedback. Becoming an artist or creator. Post 1 sketch a week on Instagram. Take on tiny freelance gigs to build a portfolio. Sell 1 product on Etsy before launching a whole shop. Improving your life. Meditate for 2 minutes instead of 20. Walk 5,000 steps before aiming for 10,000. Read 1 page a day. Just 1, then build up. Jack Ma often said that progress is more important than perfection. And all progress begins with a start. 4. Don't be afraid to look foolish. In the beginning, they'll laugh. Jack Ma is not a polished speaker. His accent is strong. His slides are simple. His manner is casual. But he shows up. He once joked, "When I first told people about Alibaba, they thought it was a joke. Some even called me crazy." But that joke became one of the most valuable companies in the world. People will doubt you. They'll question your choices. They may even mock your small efforts. But remember, great things look small at the beginning, and every expert was once a beginner. If you can ignore the noise and stick to the process, you'll one day look back and thank yourself for starting when no one else believed in you. 5. Lessons from Jack Ma's journey. Let's review some timeless lessons Jack Ma lived and taught. 1. Start now, not later. Even if it's small, do something today. 2. Accept failure as a teacher. Jack failed in school, in job hunts, in business ideas, yet he learned. 3. Don't copy, create. You should learn from your competitors, but never copy. Copy and you die. Believe in the power of ordinary people. Jack believed anyone could do great things if they had vision and effort. 5. Small teams can build empires. He started with friends, not venture capitalists. 6. Serve others. He focused on solving problems for small businesses, and that mission built trust. Final words. You just need to begin. Jack Ma didn't succeed because he had everything figured out. He succeeded because he started, stayed committed, and kept growing. So, whatever your dream is, don't wait for the stars to align. Don't wait for the fear to disappear. Don't wait to be ready. Instead, take a deep breath and take 1 small step today. It may not look like much, but it will be the step that changes everything. You should learn from your competitor, but never copy. Copy and you die. A company is not a job, it's a life. And your dream, it starts the moment you begin. Jack Ma.